Today we're going to demonstrate React Turbo Scaffolding for Visual Studio Code. We've already installed the product and we're in Visual Studio Code now. So what we're going to do is open up the integrated terminal. And the first thing we're going to do is make a project directory. So we're just going to do a make dir test react app. And then we're going to change that directory, so we'll do a cd test react app, and then we're going to invoke the React Turbo Scaffolding CLI. So we'll type .net and then just React TS. Now that'll give us help, the online help. And if we scroll up, we can see that we're working with the React Turbo Scaffolding CLI version 1.9.18. And we see a usage example followed by detailed explanation of all of the parameters. If we look at the example, we notice that there are only two parameters, connect and the DB context. That's all you need to run React Turbo Scaffolding. Everything else is optional. If you don't want to connect to a database, you can use a code first approach and specify a model file. Okay, so we're going to create our application from a database. Now we have a database called movies, and we have just some basic tables here. We have an actor table, we've got a movie table, a movie actor table, tagline, genre, and then some junk tables that we don't want to scaffold. So we're going to specify our connect string. And so we've got server equals localhost is equal 2012. Our database is movies, and we're going to use integrated security. Integrated security equals true. And then the only other thing we need to specify is the name of the DB context. And we're just going to call that app DB context. Now there is actually one more parameter that we're going to use today, and that's called the skip models. And what that does is allow us to specify models or tables that we don't want React Turbo Scaffolding to scaffold. So in this case we have a few junk tables that we want to skip altogether. One of those is called Big Test. Another one is called Movie 010818. And for now, we're actually going to skip one other table that's used in the application. It's called Movie Actor, but we're going to skip it for now and go back to it later. So we should be able to invoke our command now. So when we hit enter, then React Turbo Scaffolding will create our application. So we have some results. We see that views for 5 models were created. Routes and navigation views were created. We've got 5 controllers were created. Client models were created, and entity framework models were created. And then it's got some information there about our website, and it says next steps. We need to run npm install .net restore and .net build. npm install will restore all the packages in the solution. So we always have to do that whenever we create a brand new application. And then we have to do a .net restore and .net build also. So we'll go ahead and do those. npm install. Now this command will take a while. It'll take typically between 5 and 10 minutes, so this is a good time to go get some coffee, go check up on your email, and come back to it in about 5-10 minutes. For the purpose of this demo, we've shortened it to about 10 seconds, so stick around. We will resume shortly. When your npm packages have finished installing, you'll need to run .net restore. And then .net build. first time you build your .NET application, it'll also do some additional Webpack things. And once your application is built, you can run the application. .NET run. Okay, so it says it's listening on port 5000. So we'll go to our browser and we'll go to port 5000. Localhost 5000. And there's our application. We have an actor view. We've got a genre view. We've got a movie view. Our pagers down below. And we've got a tagline. Now, sysdiagrams is it's a SQL system table in our database. I should have excluded that also. I had forgotten about that, but we could have specified that in the skip models command line also, and not gotten that. Otherwise, you can always remove it after the fact also. And so I just want to cover one very quick thing here. We have full CRUD functionality here. We've got built-in sorting. We've got paging, next page, last page. You can change the number of rows that you see. Okay. And we also have built-in filtering across all columns. So we could look for, say, Williams, okay, or male actors, or those that are 49. And we have full CRUD support. We have create. Okay, Elmer Fudd, male, I don't know, you gotta be about that old by now. So we did create, we have read, we had update, and we have delete. So there you go, React Triple Scaffolding for Visual Studio Code.